The European Union is gearing up for a major confrontation with the United States. Following fresh tariff threats from President Donald Trump over Greenland, the EU has called an urgent special summit, where leaders are poised to approve 93 billion euros in counter-tariffs. This dramatic escalation was triggered by President Trump's announcement of a 10% additional tariff on goods from certain EU countries set to take effect on February 1st. Trump's demand is clear. These tariffs will be levied if the European Union opposes a potential United States purchase of Greenland, an autonomous territory of Denmark. This move reignited transatlantic trade tensions that many had hoped were behind them. In response, EU Council President António Costa swiftly announced a special summit of EU heads of state and government for the coming days, aiming to coordinate a unified European answer. Insider reports indicate this pivotal meeting is scheduled for Thursday in Brussels. The EU is prepared to activate a package of previously designated counter-tariffs totaling 93 billion euros. These would specifically target key American exports, including bourbon whiskey, aircraft parts, soybeans, and poultry. Originally suspended after a temporary trade agreement, these tariffs are now slated to automatically come into force on February 6th if no resolution is found with the United States. This dispute has directly imperiled the fragile trade agreement between the EU and the United States. That deal was initially designed to establish duty-free status for American goods entering the EU, alongside a 15% tariff on European goods in the United States. However, European People's Party leader Manfred Weber confirmed that the European Parliament has now indefinitely postponed the ratification of this critical agreement, a vote that was originally scheduled for Wednesday. President Costa underscored that such tariffs would severely undermine transatlantic relations and are fundamentally incompatible with any existing trade agreements. While stressing the EU's readiness to defend itself against any form of coercion, he also affirmed the desire for continued constructive cooperation with the United States. Both sides, he noted, share a common transatlantic interest in peace and security in the Arctic, particularly through collaboration within the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. North Atlantic Treaty Organization Secretary General Mark Rutte also entered the discussion, confirming talks with President Trump regarding security in Greenland and the Arctic. Rutte stated they would continue to work on these issues and expressed anticipation for a meeting with Trump at the World Economic Forum in Davos, where the American president is expected on Wednesday. Trump has justified his tariff demands by citing security concerns for the region and the American population, alleging threats from China and Russia. He took particular issue with a recent military reconnaissance mission in Greenland, involving 8 European Union countries. This exercise, coordinated by Denmark and named Arctic Endurance, was intended to prepare for joint military exercises and demonstrate commitment to Arctic security. The 15 involved German Bundeswehr soldiers reportedly completed their assignment and departed on Sunday. In a joint statement, the 8 nations declared their full solidarity with the Kingdom of Denmark and the people of Greenland, affirming their commitment as North Atlantic Treaty Organization allies to strengthening Arctic security, a shared transatlantic interest. They emphatically stated that the Arctic Endurance exercise posed no threat to anyone and expressed readiness for dialogue based on the principles of sovereignty and territorial integrity. The coming days will be critical as the EU convenes its special summit. The fate of transatlantic trade relations and the delicate balance of Arctic security hang in the balance as both sides navigate a tense standoff over Greenland. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.